Good morning, everybody. I, I can't say it with a straight face.
Well, we can't
We
tell.
can't even see. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Hot Takes Party of Four. I am Chris Thies, your Minneapolis, Minnesota rep. I am in an airport right now testing the Yowie, joined by my fellow co-hosts here, Madison Mastro, who's only 20 minutes away from me right now, technically speaking.
Technically.
Kimberly Myers, South Florida rep, and the birthday boy himself, Gabriel Jordan, out in the desert. How's everybody doing this morning?
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Getting warm out here in Vegas. Now it's 90, almost 95 yesterday.
95.
Wow.
Jeez.
I would have melted.
Yeah. It's not fun.
I'd be like a cat. Oh,
Just all snuggled up.
I love it.
Air
We hit
conditioner.
80 degrees yesterday.
80's
was hot.
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
80's beautiful.
Wow.
A
Ready
little
for it.
toasty.
And I'm just like trying to go to the warm weather. I am headed south.
Be more specific.
I am headed to the very tip of Florida in Key West Peninsula.
West.
So
That's a good time.
I forget. I know I asked you, but I don't remember the answer. Have you been before?
no, this will be a first. I'm excited to see some chickens or roosters or something running around and
Yeah.
the beautiful
Are you
ocean.
staying in Key West?
One peninsula up. I think it's Sunset Key. So it's like we're like 8 or 9 blocks off of Devolve on the very next key up.
Forgive my ignorance. Are there supposed to be chickens running around down there?
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's what everybody says.
There are wild roosters that live in Key West, and they are protected, so don't harm them. If you're staying in Key West, typically that's how you start your morning, is by the cock-a-doodle-doo of a rooster. And if you are outdoor dining, it's not uncommon that they come walking, across your feet and whatnot. So they're kind of everywhere. So there's as many. Well, I won't say that. So there's a lot of roosters.
Chris, I want pictures. I want pictures
Yeah.
or it didn't happen. I want to see these roosters walking around.
I will send you pictures of roosters.
Awesome.
Yeah, I want to hear them wake you up in the morning.
God, no, I'm probably gonna have a hangover. No, I'm on vacation.
Yeah, right.
They're good when you're there for work because they make sure you're up in the morning. But yeah, vacation, not so much fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So, I didn't want to bail on us. We've been every week, and I'm sitting in the Midway airport going, how am I going to make this work? But technology, like we talked about, I'm here. I got this on my face. We're going to do it.
I
Dedication.
love it.
If I drop out, I'll try and jump back in. And we're straight out of quarantine, baby.
So good.
Maddie and I didn't get the memo.
No, but I have my OG Jetline hat
You
on.
do. I noticed that.
Cute.
It's
like that.
Good
it's
stuff.
kind of funny. I've gotten at least 4 like compliments or people that pointed at me walking through the airport and were like, "Oh, I love your shirt." And I'm like, I told my wife who's sitting next to me, I said, I don't think anybody's gonna bother us,
Yeah, right. Right.
How's that Yowie working versus regular mask?
It's very lightweight. You
Breathable,
can see
right?
my mouth kind of through it, so comfortable, lightweight, has a great imprint area you can see here.
Do you think it has that barrier that you're supposed to have when
Absolutely
wearing that?
not.
No, can you blow out a candle?
Wrong
Let's blow out a
answer.
candle for Gabe's birthday.
Yes,
No.
blow out a candle. I want to see you blow out a candle.
Yeah, yes, I think it does. The nice thing about it is you could double it up, and it's I just don't have it right now, but doubled up, I think it's absolutely comfortable, nice, lightweight. It's not suffocating. you can hear me pretty well. So
And you look scary. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with you.
yeah. So there's that.
that's my plan. Stay away
Yeah,
from me.
good
I'm
stuff.
scary looking.
For me.
One of my favorite masks that I have actually says 6 feet. Just like put it out there.
You're gonna need an updated one. I believe it's 3 feet now, right?
I'm
3
good with
feet.
6.
Our governor changed it to 3 feet.
Oh my gosh.
It's still 6 feet here.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's
Which
6
is pretty
feet
fair.
everywhere in the world except for maybe, well,
Well,
in some places it's no feet. So
in casino, yeah, and I mean in
Yeah.
casinos, it's hard to be any feet. Yeah, you should see the casinos. They're just packed in Vegas. So
I heard it's like back to normal.
it is as busy as I've ever seen Vegas, and I've been coming to Vegas for 20 years, and it's completely out of control. It's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But the casinos are actually giving out vaccines. You can just walk in and get true story. You can get a vaccine. Johnson & Johnson, single shot.
Oh, that's the way to
wow.
go. I gotta come there.
Interesting.
You can put 100 on black on the roulette wheel and get a
Wow.
shot in the arm at the same time. It's great.
Well, let's jump into this before something goes wrong. Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go first this time.
Go ahead.
All right. So the last few weeks, my questions have been somewhat industry related, and anybody who knows me knows I am obsessed with movies. I now spend when I'm weeknights when I'm going to just watch a movie after dinner, I have to spend a half hour looking, maybe longer, looking for something I haven't seen. I've seen it all, and I love movies. And within movies, I love movie quotes. So my question is obviously non-industry related, but it's a fun one. It's an easy one. What is your favorite movie quote, and why is it your favorite movie quote? So because I asked the question, I will go first. And this is a hard one for a movie fan. And you know, it's hard to narrow it down, right? You can go all over the board with things that people are familiar with things that people aren't familiar with. But I think overall, my favorite movie quote comes from Clint Eastwood in a movie called Unforgiven. And Unforgiven actually won Best Picture for that year. And the character's name was William Money. And he said, "It's a hell of a thing killing a man. You take away everything he's got and everything he's gonna have." And so the reason that's my favorite quote is because upon hearing it, it's a very simple quote, right? You're like, of course, yeah, the guy's dead. You take away it. But within dissecting the quote, I think in its simplicity, it's almost poetic. It is. It makes me think. It's you think, of course, someone's dead. He doesn't have anything, but in its true Clint Eastwood, in his pure form, in his simplistic form, and I think that is, if you held me down, that's the quote that I would say is my favorite movie quote of all time. Have you guys ever heard that quote?
Never.
Chris, you disappoint. I thought you of all people would know a Clint Eastwood line.
I know many, but not that one. But I'm definitely going to have to go listen to it. So
it's a great movie. So
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
I will I will follow that up a little bit different from me. I as well am a huge movie buff to the point where I had like over 1,000 DVDs in my collection at one point in time, and now they're all just paperweights. But I'm a big sports movie buff, and there aren't a ton of really good sports movies. Like there's a lot of cheesy ones. But one of my all-time favorites is from the movie Miracle. And it's not necessarily a quote as it is more of a speech. When they're all in the locker room, getting ready to go out before they're in the Olympics at Lake Placid back in 1980. And Kurt Russell gets on screen and he starts talking to the guys in the locker room and he says, if we played them 10 times, they might beat us 9, but not tonight. Tonight is our night. So let's go out and take it. And like, I've seen that movie a million times. It's one of the most inspirational things. I'll shed a tear every time it comes up. Like, I just want to go out and win something every time I hear him say that. I mean, it could be a game of cribbage with my kids. I'd be like, come on, let's play. We're going to win, you know? But I absolutely love that movie. And that is one of my all-time favorite quotes.
I like it. I like it.
Wow.
Are you a Friday Night Lights fan? That's one
Oh,
of my
yeah.
favorite sports movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'll follow the sports movie. Oh, sorry, Kim. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just making a joke. Go ahead.
Oh, go. No, make your joke. I want to hear it.
You said sports movie, and I'm thinking Slapshot. Go ahead.
I got plenty of those, but I was going to keep it PG for Facebook.
My favorite quote is from my favorite movie, A League of Their Own. And it is the part where Dottie Henson is telling Jimmy Dugan that she wants to quit the league because it's too hard. And Jimmy Dugan comes back and he says, it's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody would do it. It's the hard that makes it great. And like, that is just a way to live your life. If it was so easy that everybody could do it, everybody would do it. But the fact that it's hard makes it great, and it makes it even better when you can achieve that. So that quote gives me chills every single time. That's probably one of the most quotable movies. So picking one quote out of that movie was very hard.
No crying in baseball.
There's no crying.
Those both were two quotes that came to mind when Gabe asked the question. It's funny that you said that. But that was immediately, I was like, there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
And that's the one that you actually said. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
So you went all inspirational.
I know. I'm laughing because they went inspirational and mine is about killing people.
Mine's like, you know, where are you gonna put that? Bend over and I'll show you. You got a lot of nerve talking to me that way. I'm thinking in my brain, all I'm thinking about is day to day. We in my house we use movie quotes to answer any question. So anything that you ask, if there's an appropriate movie quote, we slide it right in there. So most of mine are funny ones. And then I tend to just kind of use quotes pretty consistently, like "you're killing me, Smalls." I'm right on top of that, Rose. But like, I was thinking of something that's inspirational, and sometimes I'll watch a movie and something will hit me and I'll actually type it in the notes in my phone. So I just was cheating and going back and looking, and I saw a couple, and some I read and I think in hindsight, why did it strike me at that point? Like, one of them in my phone was something about like, there's nothing like a fountain and a magnum of French champagne that, you know, can't set you right, like as a woman. And I was like, well, wonder what I was thinking that day. But one that I've just right on my phone is from Little Women. And it's probably a little bit more prosaic. So women have minds and souls as well as just hearts. They've got ambition and talent as well as just beauty. And I'm sick of people saying love is all a woman is fit for. So that struck me. And I've read the book. It's actually on my bookshelf back here 1,000 times. But especially raising a young woman, when I hear quotes like that, they stick with me. So there's my more inspirational one. You know, we also quote Bill Murray a lot in this house. And so I got that going for me.
Bill Murray lives right over here.
I love it. My daughter's favorite movie is What About Bob? So we quote that a lot too.
Baby steps, lots of baby steps out of the bus. Lots of baby steps.
That's with the elevator. Yep.
You guys are impressing me. I love it. I love it.
Good dinner. It's always scrumptious, Mrs. M. So question.
Yeah, that was a good one, Gabe.
Good job, guys.
That was
All right.
that was very good.
Who's up?
I'll go. I have kind of an advertising question. We were talking about ad campaigns and some of the best ad campaigns and things that made I guess like a more of a promotional perspective. And companies back in the day used to run campaigns that would force you to continue to buy their product and then maybe send away to get in return a promotional product. So I was thinking, does anybody do that today? Have any of you participated in that? Like, this is a horrible example, but one that was prominent in my mind. Not that I was a smoker, but I remember back in the day, Marlboro used to do Marlboro Miles. And then you could collect all the miles and send in and get all this Marlboro product. And I guess like comic books used to do the same thing. So kids could collect and send in the comic books. And I think back of one of my favorite movies, The Christmas Story, where he sends away for the little orphan Annie.
Yep.
And it's a crummy commercial. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. So I don't remember ever sending away, but have any of you done such a thing, or have any that you recollect?
I mean, the closest thing I can think of is the Monopoly game at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember the very first one. The very first one, it was a very exciting thing. I was a teenager, and I remember after you collected all of them but one in every, I was stupid enough to call a friend across the country and say, well, maybe because he's way over there, he'll have the ones that I don't have, and we can team up and win this prize. Little did I know there was only one in the world, and in fact, some mobsters were stealing it. You guys saw the documentary about the Monopoly game? Okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know about it.
Sorry, I just gave it away. We were set up for failure. Mobsters were stealing the winning ticket for like the first 7 Monopoly games, so we never had a chance to win $1 million. Yeah, watch the documentary. Crazy. It's on Netflix. It's really entertaining. But the Monopoly game I was really excited about that. That's the closest thing I can think of. Is always collecting, going out of my way to get the large fries or the large drink so I could get the little stickers and see what I could win. So.
I was obsessed with that. For those of you that don't know me, I am a huge McDonald's breakfast fan. And they would put it on the Egg McMuffin, the hash brown, and a large coffee. And in my college days, when I could just crush food, I would get 2 Egg McMuffins, 2 hash browns, large coffee, and I'd be like, wow. 5 tickets, baby.
Count them, 5.
Yep. But
that's funny, because that was one of the things that came up in the conversation, and I actually said I'm not a huge McDonald's fan, but I remember during that time where I'd be like, I'm just gonna go get a soda from McDonald's, get one of those tickets, and then they'd be all in the console like of my car, all these little it's just, I guess there's always hope.
So speaking of the console of your car, that will lead to the marketing one I remember. Also, back when I was in college, and then my early days of being on the road with reps, I drank too many energy drinks. And Monster Energy had the orange pop tab. And if you saved the tabs, you could send them in and redeem them for promotional clothing, like Monster hoodies, hats, things like that. And I would collect them and throw them in the can like holder in my car until like it overflowed. And I was like, sweet, I'm gonna get a hoodie, but this is so unhealthy. What am I doing?
Chris, I used to do that.
Yeah, I was like, looking back at it now, I'm like, oh, that's like a $12 hoodie. And I spent hundreds of dollars on energy drinks.
Next week, I want to see Chris and Maddie wearing one of their prizes from that.
Oh, I never sent it away. It just overflowed. No, it just overflowed my car. And every time my dad would get in my car, he'd be like, why are all these bottle caps everywhere, or whatever they are, little tabs. But I never sent it away.
I think all mine are donated by now.
You didn't keep them. You don't wear Monster hoodies.
Oh, that's funny. But how smart is that? Look at, all the
Yeah.
money that we spent. And
Oh yeah.
I've never done anything like that. No, the only thing I can think of is in school we used to collect like the box tops for like cereal, and you could like send them in, but I don't know what it was for, and I don't know if I ever did it. But
Madison, my daughters did that. To hear that you were doing that too, man, do I feel old, especially today. Wow, you collected the box tops. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know if I did it though. We were supposed to, but no, I never did it. But this, it's funny that you said your daughters did it. So Kim, this brings me to my question if we're finished with this topic, but I don't want to cut anybody off. When Layla, you said she played the violin, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so I used to play piano when I was younger, and I played for like a couple years, and I have a little keyboard here, and I want to start playing again. And I don't know where to start. I have a bunch of like piano books by Chris. I have a bunch of piano books, and I just haven't played. I can play like 2 songs, but this is a hobby that I want to pick up and start doing again. So my question for you guys is, are there any lost hobbies that you guys want to start doing again?
Well, that's a good question. By the way, you can start playing now, Madison, if you want to.
I mean,
you said it's right there. Give us a couple.
It's literally right here, but do you want me to go get it?
I mean, yes, as I'm thinking of a lost hobby,
I think we should work on our theme song.
Okay, hold on.
That's exactly right. We need a hot takes theme song, and it's gonna be Maddie playing the piano.
Don't look at the dust, but it's here. Hold on. See if it's turned on.
Great.
See. Hold on. Do you hear it? Okay.
I'm just imagining somebody tuning in right now.
Guys, look at this thing.
I have
Bigger
one of
than
those
me.
in my room right now.
Madison, I thought you were gonna bust out some most perfect velvet or something. I thought you were gonna go nuts. We
No,
got
that's it.
a little lamb. I'll take it.
That's all I got. And I can play the I ripped my pants song too, but that's for next week, guys. I don't wanna shock anybody too much today.
Oh my God, that's funny. Mary had a little lamb. All right.
I would love to. I would love to. My Layla plays the violin and the piano, and I keep saying I'm gonna sit down. And I remember when I was young learning a little bit. I played the violin a little bit, but most of my family played instruments, and I sang. So I keep saying I'm going to teach myself the piano. That's a great one. I did recently just dig my bicycle out. So I'm going to start bike riding again. And I know that's not like a hobby or something, but when
No,
you
it
have,
is.
like, I haven't been on my bike in probably 5 years. I have to put air in the tires and all. So if I'm all bandaged up next week, you'll know how it goes. But you know what they say? It's like riding a bike.
It's like riding a bike.
That's right. That's right.
I took up roller skating and picked that right back up. So we'll find out if the same is about my bicycle.
So, Chris, the question was old hobbies that have gone by the wayside that you maybe want to pick up. I in the theme of my question,
Okay.
I enjoyed writing screenplays, or at least attempting to write screenplays. And every month or so, I think, you know what, let me get back to that. Let me get back to my stories. Let me get back to writing. I know many people who have this hobby. In a perfect world, it wouldn't have been a hobby. It would have been my career. But here I am selling promotional products. So right, mop toppers.
And you're
back to that.
dang good at it too.
It's never too late.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That's I wish that I loved writing, and I wish that I was better at it. So that's, to me, that's an amazing hobby and skill if you possess it. So I think you should get to it. And
I think I should.
especially with your love of, then we can be quoting your movies.
Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, that'd be
Exactly.
So am I up on that question?
Yeah, I want to
You
know
are.
if you're robbing banks. It's like,
Nope, just walking down the catwalk.
Oh, look, you see, what a
Catwalk.
trooper you are. I think
Chris,
that's awesome.
we love you. You
Yeah.
are awesome.
My hobby that I'd like to pick up again would be, when I was younger, I used to draw. I used to be an artist. And I've got sketchbooks and all kinds of stuff, and I would love to pick that back up again.
Chris, you strike me as someone who could draw, an artist. I don't know, that I get that from you. I get that. That's pretty cool.
I think it's interesting that the common theme is that the four of us obviously have a very creative side to us, you know, and use those as different outlets. So, which is important, I think, in sales to be able, and especially in this industry, to be able to have that creative mindset.
Right, right.
So I'm expecting some musical talents, a theme song, maybe some artistry, and a movie to watch while I ride my bicycle.
Didn't they write a song about riding a bicycle past a window? What was her name? Melanie, the brand new roller skates. She rode her bicycle past her window. I don't know what it is. I'll learn to play that on the piano, and then you can ride your bicycle, and we'll do it in tandem.
Queen, I know there's a Queen song I want to write.
Oh yeah.
There is. Yeah.
That was good.
Good stuff. That's a good question. Who's up? Is it this guy? Is it this guy?
It's me. It's this guy on screen.
Oh, he's still here.
So,
He's still here.
I'm still here. I just
Okay.
took my video off. So my question for all of you listening out there is, everybody has an event usually throughout the year that they look forward to or something like that. And mine would be, mine comes up this week. So I'm curious, what event are you most looking forward to, or what do you look forward to throughout the year? It could be in person, it could be TV, it could be sporting, but I will start with mine, and mine is the Masters, a tradition unlike any other, which if my video was on, you'd see me wearing my Puma hat. Ricky Fowler, Gary Woodland, exclusive brand with Alpha Brother. There's my plug. There you go. What about everybody else?
Opening day, but it's past.
Oh, good one.
Wow.
Go Pirates. Go Pirates.
I was going to wear my Phillies hat because Phillies were kicking butt, and I know Eric is a Mets fan, and he usually watches us. And then last night we kind of pooped the bed, so I thought, oh, I don't want to rub it in. I was hoping to rub it in a little today. I'll be humble. I'll be a humble Philly fan.
Is yours sports related, Kim?
No, my first thought is, I mean, other than just going to concerts, I miss live music horribly. Like, I just cannot wait to get back and see bands play. Not anything in particular. There's a couple bands that I see religiously. Bon Jovi and Zach Brown are my two top that I
Yeah, Bon Jovi, baby.
But personally, the thing I look forward to every single year, my entire family goes on vacation. We go to the Jersey Shore. Not what if you've never been, it's not what you think of, what you've seen on TV, on MTV. Yeah,
it is.
But we go to a little town called Sea Isle City, New Jersey every year. We rent a whole bunch of houses, and a lot of my family typically comes. You know, smaller amount this year, but we're all in, we're going, and I cannot wait. I look forward to that every year. I've been going every year of my entire life. So
Nice. Mine
That's
to
really
follow. Mine is actually a vacation as well. It is it's Palm Springs. We go with the same group every year. We rent a sick house and we spend a long time in the house, in the pool. We never leave. We rarely leave. Maybe we'll take a bike ride, but we don't go out to dinner. Everybody is assigned meals, and they make meals for everybody. And it is it's funny. The day it ends, I'm already looking forward to the next year. This year marks our 10-year anniversary, so it's been 10 years we've been doing it, and it's funny. It pops in my head maybe once a day. When I get into the new year, that 6-month ride up, I'm like, that's gonna be the trip. It's the first.
That's awesome.
It's the first week of June, and I just can't wait. Yeah, it's glorious.
So we'll be seeing you in Palm Springs then, right? And
Yeah.
and you'll all be along for the ride when I'm in Seattle City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll be cool. Are you in the air, Chris?
Chris, I can't believe it.
I know.
That would be illegal. But I am boarded, so I'm going to sign off. Good to see you guys. We'll see you next week. You guys keep
Chris,
going.
enjoy your time. We'll see you
Have
next
fun,
week.
Chris.
Safe travels.
Maddie, you're in control.
I'm in control. Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. I thought he was going to leave his face up.
Me too.
In spirit.
I think I'm in control.
Well, good stuff. Well, everybody got he's gone.
Yeah.
Everybody got a shot at a question, at an answer.
Yeah. Do we have the OG?
I do have an OG.
OG question of
Let's
the week.
hear it.
I feel like
hear
I
it.
have to say it because we know what it is. In a few weeks, we said OG, and I wonder if that went by people's head. It's the OG question of the week by Kim.
So I took some vacation time last week, and admittedly it was kind of more a working vacation than a vacation. Part of that was cleaning up some things and going through, some work items. And one of the things that I found in my searching was a box of business cards. And I had this, it's a big shoe box, because we all know I like shoes. And it was full, it was full of business cards. And I love throwing stuff away, so I'm not a hoarding type of person. But I picked it up and I was like, do I really need this? And I struggled to throw it away, because then I started looking through it, and I had all of these like pangs of nostalgia. I was like, oh, I remember this person and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I ended up putting the lid back on. I didn't throw it away yet. But it made me think, is the way of the business card no more? And I don't want any hate mail from people who are business card. but is it something? I mean, we obviously haven't given out a business card in over a year. And even with that, I found my box of business cards and all of the different business cards I've had through the course of my career. So do you think that going forward, it will be something that we utilize in the future? Or do you think it's an OG thing?
I love that question, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I love my business cards. I have every business card that I've ever had, at least one of them saved. I think eventually we'll go to just a technology business card, or a virtual business card, but I hope it's not anytime soon. Because it's like trading baseball cards.
Baseball cards.
Like I still have my box of business cards from last year that are untouched, but I don't know. I hope it doesn't go away.
So people still ask for my business card, right? Or this year aside, because we haven't been in front of clients. I still give it out, but when I moved in June. I threw away everybody's business card, and I held on to them for a long time. I had business cards from people that I got in 2007, you know, I just wouldn't let him go. And I finally did it, Kim. I finally said, I held on for so long, and I'm like, you know what? All the information on all these cards, I have somewhere digitally. So I don't need this box in my house anymore. And I tossed them. And yeah, I think who knows how long, but yeah, they're going to be a thing of the past. I go back to this younger generation, Maddie's generation, and although she contradicted what I'm about to say because she likes them, but I think
I do.
You know, yeah, when it comes to digital, I don't even know. I would imagine in the next few years, you're going to ask a 20-something-year-old for a business card, and they're going to, I don't know, put up their phone and you tap.
Yeah, they're going to
phones or
have you
something.
scan.
Yeah.
Yeah, scan a code.
Yeah. So I think they're going. They're going.
And now, the last, couple of years at trade shows, many people will just take a picture of your, and then, what I know some people, even on our team, what they'll do is take a picture with the customer, so here's your client. Now they're in the phone, you have their face, you have their information. And because one of my favorite business cards that I have of my own is back from ASI, we used to put our pictures on our cards. And I wish that's something that we continue to do, because it helps with that connection of, your face and the name. And so, yeah, I think that we probably will continue to utilize them, but perhaps less and less.
There are several apps that when you take that picture, it takes all the information and puts it categorizes it for you. So maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. Kim, I guess you and I are not, like, I'm taking a picture in my photos.
Me too. I didn't know they had those apps.
Find this card in my photos. So that's a good question. I love it.
That was good.
All right. I think we're any last
Pretty
words,
good, guys?
No, I think that we I don't think any of us are on vacation next week, right?
Nope.
Right.
For the duration. So I think we'll find out all the fun haps from Chris when he comes back, and see if he comes back with some chicken. I mean,
I hope so.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Gabe, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
guys. To the rest of the folks out there, we appreciate you tuning in, and tune in next week for another episode of Hot Takes Party of 4.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good day.